Hello everyone, welcome back to ZOR, Pilgrimage of the Slorfs. Last time we got absolutely destroyed by a ghost that insta-killed us in a graveyard. So we're going to try and min-max as much as we can out of our early encounters so we have a best chance in the later encounters. I'm just wondering, is there a rotate camera key? Does not appear to. Alright then. I really want to use Q and E to rotate my perspective on the battlefield. That's fine though. Lots of early sticks is great, especially if I can harvest this tree for even more sticks. So we're just gonna go stick, stick. Back here we get a harvest card, so we'll put ourselves next to this tree to harvest next turn. We could spend one food to walk back into a +2 mushroom, but doesn't really seem ideal. So I'll just walk to here. We're gonna spend 2 water to harvest this tree. I think that added those sticks to my inventory. Right, we want to attack this thing twice. There's one. There's 2. Then we want to attack that thing twice as well, I think. 2 HP. But I'd like to do it in a way that I can step in and step out again without being hurt. So I'm actually gonna... What am I gonna do? If I step in for 2, I can step in for 1, attack for a second, but I'll be guaranteed to be hit by a bash. So just walk back into 2 mushrooms. They're going to come closer to us eventually. For motivation though, we can go move, attack, retreat. They don't get to hit us. And now for 2, we can move, attack, and have them be dead. Enemies are cleared. We can make camp at our leisure, but we want the experience and the recipe at the very least. I think we've got most of everything else, crafting materials here. So it's Holger's turn. We're gonna take a 1-step walk onto this food. We can take a... Yeah, we have enough food to do that and that. We have 8 food of our own, but we can't walk through an ally's space, unfortunately. So we have 1 water spare, so we'll discard this, and the discard cost is the 1 water it would have cost. We had that to spare. Doesn't look like on this map that there is any water source, which is something we should always be extra aware of. But we can explore for 2. Get this recipe, a hiking staff. And then there's only food on the map. Our food and our water always refill at camp, so we can go to camp at our own time. Alright, crafting. Small fire for 2 max food, or planning for 1 hand size 1 scouting level. What are we working up to? Gain 1 sticks each camp, gain recipe bandage, gain card swipe, heal 1 each camp, 1 max water, 2 max food, add dex slot for movement. Right, I'm going to go with a small fire. It's going to let us play more cards before we have to refuel with food. We cannot make a walking stick or a hike staff. Manage our cards. We have 3 XP to make something better. I would really like our swipe to do more damage. The problem with that is to swipe, the enemy has to be next to us, and if we move towards them, then we can't attack the same turn that we move with an attack card. But let's get weird and just try it anyway. Big Strike, attack adjacent target for 2 damage. Spin, attack all targets in range 1 for 1 damage. Exhaust, does not reshuffle. Punch, attack adjacent target for 2 damage and knock them back 1 tile. I think I'm just going to take Big Strike, because these don't shuffle. And we can't upgrade anything for 1, so let's carry on our adventure. The Rugged Steps. Right. Take a lay of the land. This is a turret. Doesn't classify as an enemy that we have to kill, I think, to finish the level. There's a recipe over there, but I don't really fancy taking that long a walk for it. There's a tree with a branch there, and 3 fairly standard enemies. There is a pool of water that we can restore our water. So, to start, we'll start with motivation at the back. And we'll clear up the closer tile. Explore for 2. There is no food up on this north side. There's only mushrooms down here, so gonna have to be considerate of that. These are all moving 1. Oh god. Oh, it's a rotating turret. That would do it, wouldn't it? Player triggered, attacks for 1 damage in range 3 at the end of the round, rotates every round. That's horrible. So I don't have enough exploration to get past there, and I wouldn't want to be stood here either, really. So let's play Explore. We'll break this and take a step. Here, we will walk into this recipe. This turret attacks at the end of the turn, so I think we're safe here for a moment. I don't know if it's going to try and attack the off-screen tiles in between. We could start attacking it if we so chose. Or we could make a run for the recipe. I've made my decision. This thing has 1 HP. If we spend lazy here, we can attack it and then step back into safety. These guys have to go the long way around the pond. This trap is going to try and just attack out into empty space. These spikes are up, unfortunately. Concealing grass, hidden from enemies while entered. Harvest, gain resource, grass. We don't need our water for anything else. So I will harvest some grass. Over here, we are safe to walk over. These guys have 2 HP, they have 1 action. So if we motivate and go 1, 2, get the stick, 3, they're going to then walk towards us, and on the next turn we can big strike them, and everything will be great. The spikes are back down over here. I will walk 1 for these mushrooms. We are going to big strike here for 2. Love to see it. They're going to walk over. That's now pointing behind us. The spikes are back. I'm going to awkwardly explore for 2. I guess this is the same as passing. Right. I am going to explore for 2, which means I can hit for 1, and then step back into the food, which means they can't attack me. That's going to be a problem, except they attack at the end of the turn. Player triggered attacks for 1 damage in range 3 at end of round. So fortunately for us, we can use lazy, take 2 steps, get the recipe for the gazing effigy. No idea what that does. Then over here, this thing has 1 HP left. We can big strike it to spend our water instead of our food. And because we're next to a pond, that will refill immediately. That misses. We want to go get all of these XP crystals. I'm just going to walk onto a stick. We have 4 food. We can motivate and go 1, 2, 3. That's going to turn again. I'm going to just burn a walk card. Over here, we're going to explore for 2. We're going to get this food, which is going to allow us to keep exploring in that direction. You need to pass. We can get dry grass, sticks, or a stone. Well, with motivation, we can go 1, 2, 3. We just want to get as many resources as we can before having to spend health instead of food and water. So explore. Give me a stone. And a sticks. You move again. And apart from a stick on this tree, I think we got everything, which is pretty good going. Let's make camp. Good. Lots of stuff. 5 XP. Let's see what's in our crafting menu. Only thing we can make is clanning. +1 hand size, +1 scouting level. I think +1 hand size will not be a bad thing. Cards, Gazing Effigy. Aura, range 2, increased damage by 1. Exhaust card does not reshuffle. That's really interesting. So we kind of like set that up and then we have our own little tiny extra effective battlefield. Right, let's see what we can do with 5 XP to upgrade, shall we? Lazy. I dislike you as a card because you're so expensive for so little. But you're also incredibly expensive to upgrade. You come down to an explore. We have 2 walks, 2 explores. We have 5 energy. For 5 XP, I think I'm going to upgrade 1 walk, 1 explore. So all walks, I think, become explores. And an explore gets a random selection of 3 upgrades out of 11. So here are our 3 that we can pick. Hike. Give 4 actions, 3 food. Flurry. Give Slorf 2 actions. Attack does not increase while card in use. So if you have 3 actions and you move for the first one, you attack for the second one, that first attack costs 1 action. If you then wanted to attack again, the second attack would cost 2 actions. But here, this specific card allows you to take 2 1-action attacks in a row. Or climb, ignore terrain and height penalties. Give Slorf 3 actions. That's also pretty good. There were some really problematic thorns in the fight that wrecked us last time. So while hike, I think, is really good, I'm going to take climb instead. That's all of our upgrading done. Let's get back out to adventuring. Mushroom Tangle. What's that going to be about? Mushrooms are normally food. We've got some cliffs. We've got 4 enemies. A rock grimp. A spit bug. A tough bug. And a grimp runt. Alright, any good resources? There's a recipe. There's a buried tuber. Bug eggs. A branch would be nice. And there's a Triobelisk over there. Alright. What's our best opening move? We're starting with this character, as we always do. Going alphabetically between Gorb and Holger. I'm wondering if we should divide and conquer, one go north, one go south, or if we should perhaps join forces in one direction first. Both sides do have a decent amount of food available. If I can avoid the eggs, I will. Hatches, if disturbed, become dormant in the evenings. I don't know when the evenings occurs, but you know. Oh, evenings is probably after the enemies are killed, but before we leave, perhaps. That would make some amount of sense. So you have range of 2 and 2 actions, so you can fly 1, attack 2. So wherever I go, I'm going to be in your range, which is a problem. Right, in that case, let's just all go north. So climbing the cliff does cost an extra action, it seems. Give me those sticks. Here, you have 1 action. We're gonna explore and hop up this cliff. They're gonna move towards us. They're gonna move towards us. They're gonna fly in our general direction. Stone for 1 damage. I think I'm gonna throw at the little one. Dead. And here we have Big Strike available for 2 damage. We're gonna have to get through the 2 armor first. But that's just how it's gotta be. Interesting. They didn't attack us. I wonder if it's because we're on a cliff or if something else. Right, these guys have arrived. For 3 actions, we could kill this spitbug. So, 3 actions. 1, 2, 3. And up here, we have Big Strike back available, so we can kill them. Love to see it. They've dropped a shell. We probably want to try and harvest that. Over here, motivation is 3 actions. We can attack against their block for 1 action, and then for 2 actions, we can then attack them. The enemies are cleared. I believe this is now evening, so these are now dormant, which is good. We now want to get the rest of everything that's around here. I want to harvest this, but we've got to move over to it first. So let's just explore for 2. We'll get 2 food and the shell. Harvest adjacent tile. If you gain an item or card, an item card or resource, gain 2. Alright, that's good. Over here, we can afford to be lazy. Collect 2 of those. Here, we just want a regular harvest. We don't have enough water. But there isn't a pond. Oh, there's a pond all the way down here. I think we're just going to have to take the 1 damage. So we have 1 water. This card costs 2 water. If we're going to use it, it's going to cost the 1 water we have and 1 of our HP for the water we don't have. New card. Strange markings of the glyph excite the Slorfs' neurons. Scrounge. +1 to food gained while moving. Hop. Jump Slorf to any tile within 2 range. Ignores obstacles and terrain. Dash. I'm going to take Hop. That sounds great. Is there anything on the south side of the map we would really like? I would like a stick. If I could, please. We have loads of food left for ourselves. 3 actions here we can afford, and we can go 1, 2, 3. Get more sticks. Or twigs. This is sticks, this is branches, right? Motivation. Sticks, branches, walking. Now, if I can, I will get this recipe and this tuber. We'll see if we can do it before we run out of food otherwise. Let's hop to here. We want to move as much as possible. Walking is our only option. We're going to have to explore. Fill up on food. Down here, draw a card. Big strike. Can't do it. I can harvest a tree though, because we have water to spare. Up here, gonna have to just discard a lazy, I think. Climb. 1, 2, get a recipe for a day fire. And 3. I don't know. Oh, we refilled our water, so we will be able to get that buried tuber, I think. Up here, just take a small walk. Here, we're out of food. That's a problem I didn't anticipate. Alright. I think then the tuber is going to have to wait for another day. Let's get to camping. So, crafting. We can get a water basin. 1 max water. When you only have 3 water, 1 max is a lot. Or 2 more max food. Over here, we can build a woodshed. Gain 1 sticks each time we camp. Gain recipe bandage and a deck slot for harvest. Training dummy we still can't make. Or cards, a day fire. Aura, range 2, reduced food costs by 1. So it's the same kind of theme as the gazing effigy. I think I'm going to take my shell and just make a water basin. +1 max water. We do have enough stuff to make something else. More max food. Gain sticks each time we camp. Gain recipe for bandage. I'd love to see what a recipe for bandage looks like. Go on then. Healing ourselves can't be a bad thing, surely. +1 harvest slot as well. Bandages. Remove bleeding. Share also applies to adjacent Slorf. Restore 2 health to Slorf. Consume. Destroy card when used. So we can make a bunch of bandages and then take them into battle and use them. But it will take up deck space while we're doing it. Club. Blunt damage. Evade is ignored. I wouldn't mind some of that either, to be honest. Go on then. Right. Let's see what we're doing with those cards then. We have 4 energy. The club fits into our deck nicely. Can't upgrade it. We can upgrade Big Strike again. We can upgrade Climb again. What does this look like? Parkour. 3 food. 4 movement, ignoring terrain and height penalties. Maniacal Strike. 4 damage. Well, the biggest enemy that we've seen that we can hurt, apart from the boss in the episode 2, the end, has 2 armor and 2 health, which would be 4 if we wanted to do that. Otherwise, what does a hop become? Hop becomes jump 3 for 1. Or climb 4 moving. I'm going to take climb. Parkour could have saved us, I think, in the really bad encounter we had in a graveyard. Cluttered Tomb seems similar but different. We'll see how this treats us. Right. This guy over here, Lost Thrix. I've encountered one before. It just runs around of its own volition and sometimes might kick you, but it doesn't home in on you like other enemies do. There's actually two of those. There's Leaf Pile, Mending Glyph, Roaming Grubs, an Aloe Tree with a Healing Pod. So this is going to be a... Oh, Fish Pond. Slorfs restore all water when adjacent. Harvest fish. Well, Harvest is a water card, and we can stand next to it just playing water cards and getting our water refilled, which is interesting. The bright ones are ponds. The non-bright ones are not ponds. Definitely worth knowing. Moongrave. Hatches in evening, revealing a dangerous ghost. Okay, so after the enemies are killed, this is going to reveal a ghost, and then we're going to be chased by the ghost as we try and collect supplies, which means we should gather this recipe early if we're going to gather it at all. Alright, we're up here. What are we doing? Hop. We can hop over the water stuff, which is lovely. Let's hop to here. And I would like to do the fishing, but I'm going to try and get over to here first. Oh, we can kill this for 6 damage if we really want to try. Let's go parkour for 3. Because this is 4 food that we're going to pass through anyway. And these guys just go about whichever direction they want, which is kind of the harder part of it, really. We don't have a harvest card for the aloe tree. Rather annoying. Fine, explore this direction. You can be very motivated, and we can get some sticks and a glyph with a battle staff recipe. That sounds interesting. And in there, did it have something? I'm not sure. Right, if we want to hit these things, we've got to get to them. They only kick for 1. It might have 1 knockback as well, which wouldn't be ideal. Alright, let's just walk forward 1. They're running back off again. Without any ranged attacks, this is going to be a problem. We might have to kind of pincer movement in on them. Let's go parkour 1, 2, 3, 4. Get the food. We've still got a lot of food over here. Let's jump to there. You can go off on your merry way. I'm going to try and catch up with that guy. Right, the evade is gone. That's our first attack. That's real annoying. Alright, without more food, we're also at risk of just getting stranded here. If we're next to water, when we don't have any food, we can kind of just keep playing water cards. It's not really ideal, though. Ah, I know, we moved and attacked, so we couldn't have blunted to ignore evade anyway. But attacks for 2 blunt damage, evade is ignored. If we attack that guy for 2 damage, that'll do it in 1 action later. For now, over here, I'm going to go there. Of course, they're going backwards. We have 3 energy left. Alright, I'm just going to hop to here in hopes that they might come that way and they might go that way. And we are going to explore for 2 to here. Oh my god, these are the most annoying creatures in the history of the world. Let's harvest a fish. Fingers crossed we might be able to eat the fish for some food. We can. Okay, that's going to help considerably. Now there are no more fish there, so apparently we can only do that once. For us over here now, we have motivation. We can go 1, 2, 3. For us, we can explore once for free. Maybe I should try and get over there to where there's food and grubs and stuff. If we could both be next to us when we consume the fish, we will share it. Oh, these enemies are so annoying. I'm gonna spend a lot of energy to go over there. Oh, please, please say I can kill you. I could spend 3 health to do it with parkour. To be fair though, oh no, neither of us have freaking any food. So I think we have to walk to here and take hunger damage. And then we have to play the big fish. We both get 4 food. They come towards us. They go away from us because of course they do. Parkour, 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't get close enough to kill them. Man, this puzzle sucks. Motivation is free. We should hold on to that for as long as possible. Let's... I would love to be able to play club next to one of them, or next to this guy, because then we'd kill it outright. Let's play parkour and go 1, 2, 3, 4. We might be able to get to those grubs at the very least. Yeah. We can spend some water instead of some food attacking that guy. That runs away, that runs away. We can eat the roaming grubs. Yeah. But am I going to end up just playing this club? I can burn a water card, because then our water just refills from the tiles we're stood next to. Hop jumps for 2, the cost of 1, so I'm going to hop to these mushrooms. And... is this just an impassable tile? I think it is. Right, I'm gonna motivation myself to here. They're gonna run behind here, aren't they? The frickin' butts. Right, this heals us for 4. I think our max HP is 10. So it's nearly a full heal. And we are gonna do the same thing in the opposing direction. You have to come near one of us now. Back here. We have 3 food. I feel like I could die just chasing these things forever. With this guy up here at the moment. Gonna have to walk. Yeah. Parkour for 4. That would be all of our food. 1, 2, 3. And of course, it's the 4th because attacks get more expensive as you play them. If Holger can play Motivation next turn, we might be able to kill this one, allowing us to focus on getting over to that one. I'm just going to burn Big Strike. We're going to play Motivation and kill that one. Thank goodness. Right. We have no food here and 2 food here. I'm going to pass on a harvest card to spend water. Claw. I would love a claw, but my free motivation card is way more important to me right now. We have no food. We can water, but that doesn't help us. We can make a bandage card if we have enough grass later, but I don't think we've gotten any grass here, just 2 sticks. Oh god. What do we do? Alright. We're playing down here at the moment. I'm gonna sacrifice 1 HP to hop to this claw. This one actually came closer to me. Motivation for 3. 1, 2, dead. Oh my goodness. Right, we have our make camp card. This becomes a ghost that will kill us if we touch it. We have 2 food over here. And this guy has 1 movement. So I'm going to burn 1 water. Here, I'm going to burn 1 water. Here, I can't burn 2 or 3 health. I was hoping I might spend 2 food to move to this experience, but I can't justify it for the health cost of the health. So we're going to have to make camp. We got a claw, that's something. But that encounter was a nightmare. Right, crafting is possible. I really want comfy pillows to heal. Crafting cards, a walking stick. Attack adjacent enemy for 2 blunt damage. Oh, that's just a stick. Walk stick. Give Slorf 2 actions. Exhaust. Card does not reshuffle. I'll do that. More free actions can't be a bad thing for me at the moment. We have 1 XP, which is not going to be enough to upgrade anything, I'm sure. So let's see what this next day looks like. A rumbling sink. Well, we've been going for almost 40 minutes, so join me next time. We'll see what this rumbling sink is about. If we die immediately in that session, we'll just roll up a new one right away. But for now, thank you guys ever so much for watching. If you want to check the game out yourself, it will be out on November... what month are we in? August 30th, I believe. The game is available in early access. All the links will be down below. But for now, thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.